Wonderful World of Walfas. My name is Ulysses Augustine Beelzebub Darkness Silverblade Smith. And I'm an awesome original character, Donut Steel. Walfas is a great program for making original characters and showing off original characters. The Walfas community is full of original characters just like me. Please join the Walfas community and send us all your money. Give me your money. Give me your money. Give me your money.
I can't take it anymore!
My vital organs.
This is not what the Walfas community is about. Real Walfasin is so much more than half-baked original characters, as you're gonna find out in the next hour. The possibilities are as endless as my trigger finger is itchy. You can make anything, from comics to sketch videos, even monsters on a whole 4-hour film. Ladies and gentlemen, humans and yokai, welcome to the Wonderful World of Walfas.
Looking for Blu-ray discs?
It's a quality arsenic.
Well, welcome to the Wonderful World of Walfas. How's everyone doing this afternoon? Having a good time at tickets? Well, I guess let's go down the line.
Alright, I'll start first. Hello, I'm Nicholas Munner, also known as TouhouCon. I think much sometimes also and occasionally do Let's Play videos, and as you saw in the intro, add Walfas in the like. Yeah.
He uses Walfas as like little character icons for like the different people who participate in his Let's Plays.
Animations within an animation.
Yes. I'm Spastique, and let's see. How to describe myself? I make comedy videos, mostly. I've done Alice Hockey Tribute Show, I've done Toho sketches, but I'm most known for a little polarizing series called Diamond in the Rough. Thank you. I hope you're applauding for all the right reasons. I'll just say it's a take on self-insert Toho fix, and I'll leave it at that.
I'm Siege. I am the newest of the people on this panel. I specialize in animation, and I suppose I'm living proof that you can jump right into the community, rub elbows with the veterans. Well, last year we had Christmas and Halloween sketch videos, and I basically introduced myself by animating a barge load of sketches with my own ideas and other people's. So that's how I got here today.
Hello, I'm Brianna Benson, also known as Norako Sparks in the Walfas community. I mostly do prop art and custom props for Walfas because sometimes crates and Toho characters aren't just enough for it. Long-standing member of the community, and as Spaz calls it, Spiffy Macmaker.
Yes.
And I'm Mini Witch 3. I usually make stop-motion animated videos, such as stuff like shorts and music videos. And right now, the Walfas yet really into anime-related Wicked and Swords Girl. And yes, by the video out there, I am an open fanboy.
Best stop animation anime ever.
You're too kind.
So, betting a lot of you people are wondering, what the heck is Walfas?
One thing we should mention, like from the intro, it also said they keep being doing it, but regretfully to say she could not make it to TouhouCon like she was planning on. We apologize for that, people.
Yeah. So we're missing one of our crew, but the show must go on. All right. So as I said, what is Walfas? So it actually started out as a really small flash made by a user called Kirby M for the Toho community. She was very famous for making flashes that were just simple but very silly, and a lot of people enjoyed them a lot. So at one point, they decided to make a character creator, and it started out just as simple. All you to do is have this little creator. You would swap through parts from all the Toho characters, and using that, you could either make a character as it's stated in the video. It started out pretty much as an OC creator, but as with everything, people start using it for different reasons. Now, what was the way you described it last time, Spaz?
Well, after people were, eventually Kirby started adding new costume parts, and then someone named Thief9X, aka Thepper, coded it so that you could add backgrounds, custom PNG images, or and a whole bunch of other costumes. So after that, you could move the characters around, you could add speech bubbles, text bubbles, and eventually people began realizing, wait a minute, if we were to edit these images together, we can make comics with this thing. Kind of like Gary's Mod, how it started out with just like, you could put rockets on bathtubs, now there's like a whole Gary's Mod video and comic community. Walfas started as, oh, we have all these parts, hey, let's make comics with them, or videos with them.
Comics, videos, and even some people have used them for assets in games. Very small fan games. Where do you want to go from there?
Let's see, I think we should show them an example of, normally after this point we show them an example of like what you can do with Create.Swift. What do we got queued up?
I've got some videos. Should we start with them?
Let's see, what's a good short like?
Is it props? Props.
Props? Oh, well, the custom prop scene is mostly just a lot of people drawing in the Walfas style. Basically what they would do is, since you can import images in there, most people would think, oh, we'll just import backgrounds from Google Images or something. But then people got clever and said, hey, there's transparencies. Let's put other objects and characters in, like they just came out of Walfas.
Yes. Originally, Kirby M would take requests for new props, but eventually she stopped. And so the community had to start making their stuff. And luckily, we have a whole bunch of great prop makers, like Barely Gono, who else? Demonican. You may be familiar with Demonican if you've seen that ESPN thing with the drunk Suika on that program.
Yeah,
he's the guy who drew that.
They probably did, but still he drew it.
Yeah, he did.
But yes, we have like, if there's a prop that you want to make in Create.Swift or any comic video or whatever, chances are somebody has made it. For example, many of you may be familiar with this thing.
A horse head. Legendary host.
Gee, I sure wish there was a horse head in Create.Swift.
Ta-da!
One bacon bits.
Say on His Majesty.
Yes, that was actually made for the new prop, like for the 2014 First of the Year New Prop Contest by Mickey Bandy, and I believe it won.
Yeah, that's one of the things we've done in the Walfas community is we've hosted contests. We've just, in general, gotten a lot of people together to make animations. I mean, Steve right here is new, and he makes some of the best animations out of the entire group.
If you say so.
I also agree with
not
this.
all.
In fact, should I tell them about the intro?
I suppose.
All right. I've been sick these last couple of months, so I wasn't able to really participate much. In fact, I was supposed to help make the intro since I helped do it for TouhouCon, but I was like down and out. So I got a call from Chris, and he tells me, hey, we kind of need this intro. Is it okay? I do it, and I'm like, oh, do it. I welcome you to do it. You're gonna blow what I do out of the water, and sure enough,
You did.
Yep. That was mostly done the span of 2 or 3 days while juggling working the night shift. So that really came down to the wire, but I think it looks good.
But
Yeah, I guess we should tell another one of Steve's animations then.
yep.
No.
Oh yes.
Go ahead then.
Good evening.
Rainbow, there's been an incident. Somebody's killing fairies left and right, and more than we usually do. We've got to stop them. Rainbow, are you okay? Rainbow, you seem to have someone in your mouth. I haven't eaten in 3 days. You know, they're just fairies. It's not like they don't conveniently grow back. So I think I'm just gonna leave you be. I'll see you around. Maybe.
I just learned the many things you can create from Create.Swift.
Yeah. And actually, Chris, how much of that did you do in vanilla is the question.
Most of it.
Exactly, there you go.
The one shot where the background fades away to the dead fairies. That in Create.Swift that was shot against a green screen, and I put the background in editing. But I'd say that was that and all the blood were the only real non-vanilla elements.
Yeah, but that was just one of the things you can make with it.
And it's pretty easy. All you need is, you get it with freeware software. There is, let's see, Audacity, GIMP with a GNU image manipulator program. Let's see, Wax Video Editor is a new one on the block. I've been testing that, and it's possible to get some results out of that. I'm pretty sure there's other freeware editors, but you can make Create.Swift videos, comics, whatever, using free stuff.
Of course, you have Andy Snap there.
And Andy Snap. That's a program I've sweared by ever since I discovered it. You can take image who you're familiar with Monty Python? All right, you know Terry Gilliam's animations. Well, that's all the Create.Swift is. You arrange the things, you take a snapshot, you arrange it again, take another snapshot, and that's pretty much all you have to do.
It's stop animation, pretty much. Just with 2D images. Instead of clay figures like Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah.
Even those are pretty good.
All my non-Toho friends say it's like South Park almost.
Well, you could make it like that if you wanted to.
Yeah. And Siege.
Right.
Yeah, since we're still on the topic of animation, any other to talk about for animations, we have other videos by bringing show, at least and of course video here.
Oh yes.
Which one should we start with, though?
I think we should probably go with Minnie's here because.
So
Okay, Minnie, would one of you explain what you've been doing with Wiccan and Swords Girl? What is that?
Well, Wiccan and Swords Girl is basically the story of Wiccan and Swords Girl, basically Minnie and Megumi, and as their adventures in Gensokyo go about. Both of them being Gensokyo born, of course. And basically, after all the choices they've made, it's come back to bite them in the butt.
It's basically a fully animated story that he's designed with an anime, including even like one of those commercial break cutscenes. I mean,
Eye catchers.
Yeah,
eye catchers. There we
definitely eye
go.
catchers.
Yep, he's even got eye catchers.
So we usually show the fight scene with the intro video then. We'll call some sort of series.
I wouldn't say the opening and ending. I don't want to get under copyright.
Fight scene it is.
Okay.
All right.
think that happens in episode 7.
Only episode 7. So, let's see. So, I'm guessing right now folks want to know, okay, how do people make it in Walfas? So, Bleach, do you have, yeah. Okay, so I guess right now we should probably do a live demonstration and show you what exactly is the program itself. How does it work?
Alright, good. Should they? Trade spots.
So usually when you're running up Walfas, the usual default will be a mailing, kind of a little first design of it. But yeah, you also have little options such as changing the face, changing the body, including to some of the newer designs, and even a lot other stuff such as changing the hair color and hair type, any accessories they have, any items that you will be holding, and pretty much anything in between.
And that's just the original character creator part of this program.
Got backgrounds from every single Touhou fighting game, plus additional ones, and of course you can import your own custom backgrounds. So give me a location to set a comic or something. Makai, okay.
Yes, go to PC 98!
All right, let's see, Makai.
Yep,
Bam.
there it is.
Then position it.
You can get some really interesting effects just by zooming into the different backgrounds. You'd be surprised how easy it is to make a clifftop scene without actually having a clifftop background in here. Alright, mailing it back high.
Oh, I got rid of the mailing. I put a Byakuran in there. Let's see.
Alright, what kind of scene do you guys want to see? Just give us anything. We could probably come up with it on the spot.
Give us a scenario, any characters.
Shakespeare's Hamlet.
Okay, let's do it!
You know what?
Do it!
I'll take that as a challenge.
You guys want to see how
Do with that
creative?
though.
Yeah, you guys want to see how creative you can get with this? There's the challenge.
Okay. Kenneth Branagh's Hamlet. Okay, let's see. Let's get a Kenneth Branagh haircut. Let's colorize. Let's make him slightly blonde. Just slightly. Okay.
If you need a scene done on the spot, Spaz is your guide.
Yep, I stream whenever I make something. I have a stream called Spastique, well now these days Spastique & Co. Make stuff live, in which I Walfas stuff live. You can see me making, like I have a recording of me making Diamond in the Rough somewhere, and when I do that kind of stuff, my audience tends to get very silly. I mainly get the audience to like hold over the. Actually, I got a better idea. Let's see. Yeah, I normally bind the keys. You can bind the keys to different mouths, but since this isn't bound, this might take a little bit longer.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, better idea. Okay, Shakespeare's Hamlet. Let's go to the graveyard, actually. And you guys can continue talking while I do this. Let's see.
Alright, so what is do with that then?
I guess maybe go over the history of pre-dubstep.
Yeah, I was just about to say, who thinks they got the best perspective on? Oh, Minnie probably does. You've been here longer. Yes, you have.
I gotta brush up on my history here. Let's see. So yeah, I guess that it has started with stuff like Kirby M making short flash animations and such on her own website, and I guess that with that has inspired a lot of other people to start making their own comics, such as people like Beat Zero Me, Like This Really Matters, Foxy and Friends.
They made videos mainly.
Yeah, mostly videos, and yeah.
Comics, videos. Basically, it started out with just a couple of people saying, "Hey, this is useful. I'm going to do something with it," and they started doing it.
Okay, now we get a ratio.
Yeah, they started doing this mostly to curb boredom originally, but as the animations grew more and more complex, people started to follow their channel, and then a ripple effect started. And that's
It grew into something more, causing more people to join in and
yeah.
more people to be creative in their own way.
Yeah, everybody was kind of freelance at first, and then through that ripple effect, it created a community of which started with Walfas Club 1, a bunch of people that got together was it 5 or 6 years ago?
Something like that. And
Yeah.
it originally started with, let's see, around the time Sagashi Industries was like the first big guy to like make all sorts of stuff with Walfas, and then I think Mickey Bandy came along slightly after that to make the club. And there was like a whole bunch of other people. Mickey Bandy actually has like a giant history video that she has, I think, on her channel and in last year's Wonderful World of Walfas.
Yeah.
But yes.
So it started out doing that, and originally everybody was kind of on their own. So you only had small animations, and the best of the best there wasn't much. Then Beatso and me and a couple of friends got together a bit later, and he did something called Toho Sketches Flandre Edition, which were basically a bunch of Flandre themed animations and references, sort of, would you call it Saturday Night Live style?
No, it's more like Robot Chicken style.
Robot Chicken, there we go.
Then static, then sketch, then static.
Yeah. So they did Robot Chicken style sketches, and then David here, Spaz, he got inspired to follow that and made a Yu Yu Co edition.
Yeah, because Pete said he was retiring,
Yeah.
and I took up the mantle for him.
So through that, he got his own little following, and then did you start doing streams after that?
No, I started streams after I was starting to work on Diamond in the Rough.
Yeah. Okay. So actually, where the community really started coming together for collabs and much bigger projects like you see now, started when David came up with a project. He wanted to do something big with Walfas. Before you just see animations, little things, comics, he wanted to make a movie. An entire full-length movie.
Well, sort of. It was going to be an hour long, and then it turned into 4 hours after people demanded it. You can look up the full making of Diamond in the Rough on my DeviantArt profile, the definitive guide to Diamond in the Rough. It has the structure, the synopsis, all of the trivia notes, everything you want to know, and of course, why it took so freaking long.
At first it was going to be an hour, now it's 4 of them.
But yeah, basically, he started streaming his production of it, you know, making this satire about Gappy Stewfix, because I'm guessing you were not a happy camper about that.
Yeah, if you guys know, there's a guy named Steve-O the Human, and he does like riffs and recreations of like drunk fics and dad fics. We tore apart various fics, and eventually on one stream, Steve-O said, you know, we've got to come up with a term that describes the outsider, usually the like upper middle class American kid, getting gapped over against Sokyo by Yukari and gets everything he wants. And we both coined the term Gappy Stew, or Gap Stew. Either one of those works. And also, here we go.
And that's 10 minutes of work. That's 10 minutes of work.
That was just with vanilla.
Yeah, I could recolor the mustache in post. I can also recolor the arms, everything else. I can also add mood lighting. In fact, Fleet, does your thing have GIMP on it?
It does.
Actually, you could just take the darkness prop.
Oh yeah.
But I like to go
send it to the background.
Okay.
Product placement.
All right, so anyway.
See, within 10 minutes, all of us came up with different ways to make Walfas, or make this scene.
But eventually, did we ever get to the part where HTF and K got involved?
Oh no, we were getting to the stream. That's where people started gathering. People started gathering, Spaz asked for suggestions and just feedback, and then everybody just started grouping together, sort of backseat driving him with this project. And one day we just decided to throw everybody into a Skype call. So we did. And from there, like, there was a point where, you were taking a break from Diamond in the Rough, or did you get the ideas for Utsuho edition?
Oh, my plan was to make Diamond Rough a small series, and in the middle of it, we saw someone who wanted to make Utsuho edition, like this big grand thing, not released until December, and they were like, hey, we could do that in a week. And we did it in a week.
We literally made it, yeah. It was an entire 15-minute sketch video, like Robot Chicken. And the difference between the Yuyuko edition and the Flandre edition is that this one was a collab. That was where Walfasing started to take off as collabs, at least more vibrantly so, because usually animations caught more attention than comics or something smaller. So from that point, the Walfas community, us, came together and made our own little group, along with Walfas Club, alongside them. We're good friends with everybody there. Mickey, who was supposed to be here today, is the head honcho of that place, and she rocks.
Also, that guy never finished his Utsuho Reishuji edition. I never saw it. Did anyone ever see it? I don't know.
No, we didn't.
He made one sketch. One.
Oh, really?
Yes.
In fact, I was sketched for that too.
But still, the guy, Bonon Crusher, is still an amazing animator, and I would still highly recommend all this stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see, what is the name of the Bako to Testo, like, he did the intro for that, in Walfas. Let's see.
Yep.
And I believe he did something for Portal, was it? Or Portal, and I think Old Spice commercial.
I haven't heard how we call it, but yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. Then you crop it in, add other frames, and keep working on it. Then you have a whole comic. Or you can adjust the mouths and take pictures of that, and you'd have a whole cartoon.
Yeah, there's even hotkeys for that. You can put mouths on the number keys, and that's how people usually originally did lip syncing.
In fact, recently, who here knows the game Mogeko Castle?
Oh.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
get that and get the hats.
Go on.
Yep.
Yeah, let's see. Well, we have Mogeko custom props, but what's crazy is I took the Mogeko sprites and I animated them in Create.Swift. And I made a little thing called Kurais with hats. It's like llamas with hats, but Shinya, there's a dead Moga. I actually, in the video, I pronounced it Mogeko. I stressed the yeah, but I didn't know at the time. There's a dead Mogeko in our house. Oh, hey, how'd he get here? Shinya, what'd you do? All good.
We got like no.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, let's see. We could take questions and answers in the meantime until I...
Good. Any questions then?
Oh, guy in front. Oh, well, depends on the video. Usually in the voices where I do the voices, I do all the voices. Master Spock solves everything. Give me a problem, folks.
The economy.
Did you know a Master Spark could probably power like 13 billion nuclear generators? You could save so much on energy and probably use the money for something else. Master Spark solves it. Or probably just blow up the stockbrokers that are screwing people over.
Donald Trump being an ass.
You just Master Spark Donald Trump. That's pretty simple. Problem solved.
Mystery solved.
Yeah, there are many videos out there where the person making the video does all the voices themselves. We also have many bigger projects where a whole bunch of people come together and voice act them.
In fact, the original Utsuho Ryuji edition, which started as pretty much us coming up with different sketch ideas, and Spaz was mostly doing the animating. It was his project, but it started with voice acting.
We have a guy in the community, Nuclear Falcon, who is our other resident Utsuho fanboy, and he does a really neat Utsuho.
I promise to be returning to the Yukari fanboy.
Oh yeah, then a Yukari fanboy. He's got a harem at this point.
Yukari, Yome, the list goes on.
Yomu!
Isn't Yomu January from?
Yeah, Inception.
Okay, but yeah, anyway, basically we've had some amazing voice actors coupled with animators, and some people just do After Effects for other folks. It's grown into a lot of collabs, and those streams started it. We gathered people, we created a group, and it became focused on collaborating and making contests as well. Because before, everybody was just kind of competing with each other, to be quite honest.
Any additional questions?
Go in the back. Let's see, the favorite animations we have, favorite Walfas animations or favorite just animations, period? Oh, in Walfas, let's see. I have a hard time deciding by Siege's stuff or Like This Really Matters, who's one of the original guys who got me into it. And Castle Poke Metroid's awesome too. It's very hard. And Mini. I can't really.
I can't decide on a person, but one of my favorite animations is Siege's The Greatest Story Never Told.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention Pop Fan and Full Hit Points. They're here at the moment. They make amazing animations too, but. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's kicking people's butts.
I mean, they're here at the TouhouCon basically.
Stand up, Yuki.
Come on.
Yeah, Full Hit Points right here is like one of the best animators.
Extremely smooth.
And he should make more stuff. His stuff is very, very smooth, very well made.
And it's not just the animations. There are people that do After Effects and make picture edits. I know my buddy Roy way over back there. Oh, he left?
Who needs him?
We're losing everybody.
The bear keeps running away.
I wasn't contributing anyway.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
To make an animation that's as smooth as yours, how many frames per, how many scenes per second?
In the editing project itself, I work at a base of 24 frames per second, but when I'm animating in Create.Swift, I animate based on 12 frames per second. This is the old animation principle of shooting on twos. And the number of frames that I use per action really just depends on how quick the action is. So, let's say.
How long does it take to animate, like, in seconds of complex motion?
What kind of complex motion are we talking?
I don't know. Like, if you were to make from scratch a running motion.
A running motion for 10 seconds.
Well, one cycle, I guess. So.
One cycle of running.
2 seconds.
Yeah, that would be, off the top of my head, I'd say that would be roughly 6 or 7 frames. So maybe once everything's assembled, maybe 10 minutes or so, and then you just repeat that for however long the cycle lasts.
But that's a simple animation.
Yeah, that's a very simple cycle to put together, unless you've got the character performing multiple actions throughout.
Yeah, like Danmaku, specifically Danmaku battles, when you see those, especially in Diamond in the Rough.
Which also has a fully animated melee fight.
Exactly. When you see those Danmaku, that takes forever to do. You can actually make Danmaku through Create.Swift. That's one thing we forgot to mention. It's not just the backgrounds and things. They have an entire system for making bullet patterns. It's not as crazy as Danmaku, obviously.
You can learn about that through that guy.
You export them right there.
Yes. B, the cameraman.
Or as you may know on YouTube, Aussie 840.
Yeah, plug.
But yeah.
Sorry for coming out to you before your panel on Sunday.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Yeah. Okay, keep on topic. But yeah, that's just what you can do with animations. Some people have come up with other ways to use Create.Swift, not just for animations or edits. Some people, including myself, have come up with prop art. Now, who here has played Halo at all? Anybody who's seen Forge? all those crazy forge arts. It's like that. You take a bunch of props in Walfas and and you basically make, yeah, see, that is a mech. And I made that out of arms, eggs, and game cubes.
You can see
All vanilla.
You can see Shiki's judgment rod right there.
Oh, yeah, see, there's that too. You just take a bunch of the little pictures and you can make anything you want out of it, really. Some people have used this to actually make custom props. They make the image in Walfas, then put it into GIMP or something, and then put it out for other people to use so they don't have to recreate it over and over again.
Anything else, then? You have questions?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe everyone else knows this, but I don't. Where does the name Walfas come from?
Oh,
That's the blog name.
Good question.
that was originally the name of Kirby M's blog, Walfas. But people just ran away with it and said, oh, the program's called Walfas. When really it's called Create.Swift, but we ran away with the name Walfas.
Walfas is much easier to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where did that word come from?
I think we really do not know.
It's just something that Kirby M came up with.
We just not know who Kirby M is.
Nope. Oh, actually, there was a running gag in the original Kirby and Flashes where Ron would try to wake up Yukari by saying, oh, I got waffles this morning. Really? And Yukari gets up and there's no waffles, is there? It's like, no, Chen's stuck in a tree.
So it might originate from that.
I think somewhere on walfas.org, Kirby answered this question, but it was really weird answer. I don't remember it. It's really odd.
It's probably one of those inside stories.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, Boo Guy, or Boo. Yeah.
Does Kirby even notice the changes that's happening with the community?
He was asking if Kirby notices the changes in the community, and Kirby kind of distances themselves from the actual Walfas community. So they're not really participatory.
As far as I know, Kirby updates create that's what every character.
Yeah, there is that. So like Kirby will let people know, oh hey, I got a new version of Create.Swift coming, but the features they let the community do. And Marissa's got another one?
I was sort of wondering, recently there's been a push to phase out Flash.
Oh yes, I was wondering if there was a push to since Flash is kind of dying out, is there a way a push to bring it to HTML5? And yes, some people have been wondering how to bring it to HTML5, or there's also EXE versions too. But these guys know a little more about it because what is Create.X.Swift an HTML5 thing, or is it still Swift?
I'm pretty sure that
Create X, I think it's still Swift.
Okay.
Yeah.
Create.exe is just making the exe out of
It's still coded in Flash.
still using Flash.
Actually,
but we do have a member, we've gotten confirmation that Kirby M is okay with us fiddling with the code. It's kind of a standard copyright thing as long as we don't use it for money. Nobody has been using it for money in the first place. But gotten permission to mod it, and a couple members, including one of our founders, HDF Kid, Roger, and RSG Maker have been tearing at the code, and RSG Maker is starting to come out with a very, very prototype version in HTML5. You got a converter that managed to do it. It's fairly buggy, but he's managing to work some of those out himself. So yes, the phasing out of Flash is very possibly going to happen. Maybe within next year.
RSG Maker is very good at making neat little games and interactive stuff using Walfas elements.
Yeah, he made much the game. You're familiar with Super Mario Bros. He
Mario
made
Bros.
Rainbow Bros.
Along with the old arcade game, the jump up, where you hit the spines from below.
Yeah, he pretty much had.
And you made it Toho theme.
Unfortunately, I don't think we can show this.
Yeah,
and it might require.
it requires it's embedded into a VA link. So, alright. Yeah, I don't think we thought of that at the time, unfortunately.
Any more questions?
Yeah, Last minute questions,
We have 5
guys.
minutes.
Right, so we got a few more questions. Anyone?
You guys can see where to get it yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, to get create.swift, just go to walfas.org, look for the create.swift page, or right-click on the image.
It's Flash. You go to walfas.org, then there's one of the top 3 tabs. One says Flash. You go there, right-click, download. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take our word for it.
Right-click on the image, hit save as. It'll save as create.swift. Then have fun, go crazy, and hopefully we'll see you guys around on DeviantArt, YouTube, or wherever we catch you. Oh, I
So
guess.
when you were producing Diamond in the Rough, I understand that the character of Broly was actually already an OC made by someone else beforehand.
Yes.
So how did you end up approaching the creator to use their character, and how involved were they in the production of the story, if at all?
I think
Well-
it's really better than.
Well, I got this. I do have the story in the definitive guide, but here's the short version. Let's see. Well, originally I was just going to make it behind Colonel Diamondback's back, and then tell him the results like when I finished it. But eventually he announced his retirement, and I was like, oh crap! And I tried to message him like crazy. I'm like, look, just meet me on Skype. We'll talk about the story stuff. I'll turn you into a better storyteller. I'll find a way. So we got to talking, I was like, okay, well, let me tell you about this project I'm working on. And I told him about the story about where his character, and basically, originally the character was like really poorly written. He was a classic Marty Stew, got his way every time, went down to the Kappa Valley to take all their stuff for all of his things. And I decided to make a story, well, what would happen if there was an incident that would require the Kappa Valley to have their defenses, but they got destroyed because Colonel Diamondback took them. And that became the basic premise. In the end, he gets burnt in hell and Gensokyo gets destroyed, but that kind of went a little too far. And we're like, okay, let's make this a happier ending, if a little bittersweet.
It's a huge satire.
Yeah. And after that, Broly and I actually, like, for the streams, we would like collab and write stuff together. In fact, it was a classic, like, and that's been going on ever since. Like, he was actually like one of the top co-writers of the series. There's even a classic moment on stream where at one point, Broly and his beasts, like part of his powers, are holding the Scarlet Devil Mansion hostage. And the Scarlet Devil Mansion's like, look, Broly, you gotta get rid of these beasts. I'll let Flander help you get rid of them. And he's stuck in this catch-22, listen to his beasts, and, well, they screw him over, or become a slave of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. And on stream, I didn't know where to take the scene, so I asked Broly, well, what would you do? And he says, I tell the beasts to lay down their weapons. I'm like, okay, would you say relinquish command and put one of them in charge? He's like, yeah. Wait a minute. No, I'm in charge. I'm in charge. And it became a pivotal scene that, of course, angered a lot of audience members, in which the beast destroyed the Scarlet Devil Mansion. And, well, yeah, it was like a Wham episode, if you know TV tropes
It
at
was
all.
the turning point in the movie.
Yes, but Broly, like, collaborated a huge bit on Diamond in the Rough, so I think that's a testament that he did learn his lesson.
And he's still very active in the community today.
Yeah?
Great. So, that would be our demonstration of Walfas. You know, it's a good program. It's really simple, real easy. Anyone can pick it up and do great things with it if you got the backstory.
And an extremely tight-knit community. Like, I will say right now, these guys are like an extended family to me. They're my brothers, sisters. I love these guys. We've been through thick and thin, hell and heaven, and I don't know who to spend the last 4 years with, and these guys, and everyone that's not pictured here. So, again, thank you guys, thank you guys.
Love you too.
Love you too. Any,
I don't give, like, thanks for helping out for some of the other folks who here, like Channel 84 right there, and Nova Kate Genovis right there in the mask.
EX Oregon, that camera right there.
Full hit points. Let's see, we got any more officers in the crowd?
Yeah, we never get to see.
Oh, yes.
Any officers?
What is your name?
Rihanna Quest.
Nice! Alright.
Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
Anyone else dabble in Walfas?
Oh, Shadow Travers. Nice. Good to meet you. And of course, oh, we got Aussie Toho Freak, Aussie Anime Freak.
Yep. He's a ship right now.
He's a ship with chips.
All right.
That's pretty much all the time.
Yep, we are right on schedule, folks. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the con.
Anyone has any additional questions? Because there's a lot of stuff that we can't really compress into an hour. Just meet any of us out in the hall. We'll fill you in.
We'll be here all con.